діти роду козацького ми.
Sponsored by Ukrainian Credit Union. Believe it or not, it's Ron Kohut with Stay Ukrainian, my friends.
We're Cossack children of history.
Canada's National Ukrainian Festival. Like it says here, come for the culture, stay for the fun. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on at the top of the hill and the hill itself, which is the Amphitheater. This is quite a grand amphitheater as well. The Country Fest that's there every year uses this facility because it's a grand facility. One of the years we were there, Keith Urban and his wife Nicole Kidman had just finished doing a show there. Big stars come there. It's that kind of a facility. But before we get to that, let's talk about the top of the hill. The top of the hill is the Cossack Tavern is one of the main features. There's a huge dance floor there because that's where all the zabavas occur. And right in the center of the dance floor is a pole that holds up the structure. So when the people dance, they dance counterclockwise around this pole. And it's something to see when you're playing dances that are very Ukrainian, but in Eastern Canada we don't know them as well as they do out west, such as the heel and toe polka, the seven-step, the butterfly, the Rhinelander or schottisch, and they dance in semicircular around this pole. And then at night when the band plays the zabava and they do a kolomeka, everybody dances around this pole, and their heads get pretty close to this pole when they start throwing themselves around. But it's a grand facility. I mean, open bar, and all around the area in the korchma, in the Yarmarok are food stands. You can pick up, traditional Ukrainian fare, but you can also pick up, po' boy sandwiches, oysters, shrimps, there's spare ribs and pulled pork sandwiches, stuff like that. But if you want your standard, holubci, vareniki, borscht, rye bread, that kind of stuff, kapusta, kubasa, that can be purchased as well. And intermingled with all of that are all of the vendors that are outside selling everything from Baba's coffee cup to some very fancy veshovka, and Ukrainian shirts, blouses, cross-stitching that you can buy, pisanki, t-shirts, you name it. It's for sale. But there's a special pavilion that is specifically for the vendors that you can walk into and get out of the sun, because the sun can be brutal there. Mosquitoes aren't, though. They spray for mosquitoes starting a week before, so you don't have to worry about the famous Manitoba mosquitoes. So you go into this pavilion, and all of the vendors are in there that are specifically, selling, again, the same kind of wares you can buy outside, but these ones are indoors. There's also a small stage up the top of the hill where the dance competitions, the talent competitions take place, and the children's shows at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, every afternoon, take place, Saturday and Sunday rather, for the young kids. And when they have these competitions, the winners of them get to perform on the Sunday afternoon stage show at the grandstand. So let's get to the grandstand. Huge facility, seats in excess of probably 15,000 people. And this is where the shows take place. There are, let's see, I believe there are 5 of them. 1 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. And the Sunday evening show is usually the headline act that the past few years has come from Ukraine. Mad Heads were there, Haidamake were there, Ruslana was there, many acts. I don't think they have it finalized what their act is this year, but one of our bands, Sirka from Toronto, is going to be there performing on stage and during the Zabab on Saturday night. They have many dancing groups, singers, choirs, but it's quite a professional show, a very professional sound company and lighting company, and it's great. The culture that has been hung on to in Western Canada, you have to see. If you've never seen it, this is where to go, to Dauphin, Manitoba. Well, 3.5 hours out of Winnipeg, which is about 24 hours out of Toronto. Fly, drive, hitchhike, take a bus, take a train, get there. If you've never been in Western Canada, that in of itself is a treat. But if you're Ukrainian and you've never been to Western Canada to see what the Ukrainian culture is like there, it's something to be seen. It's truly Ukrainian. They are truly staying Ukrainian, my friends. So remember, August 3rd, 4th, 5th, Dauphin, Manitoba, Canada's National Ukrainian Festival. Stay Ukrainian, my friends. Hi, Ron Cahoot here with a giveaway for everybody for Dauphins, Canada's National Ukrainian Festival in Dauphin, August 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 2012 in Dauphin, Manitoba. And each ticket's worth $75. It's $150 value, 2 pairs, all weekend pass for Dauphin. You got to get there yourself, and you've got to have accommodations yourself. But you get into Dauphin for the entire weekend for free. So we have 2 pairs, and we're going to take the 3rd and the 4th callers that call in. Remember the number. I never remember the number, but you've got to remember the number. 416-410-1155. 416-410-1155. The 3rd and 4th callers will receive each a pair of passes for the Canada's National Ukrainian Festival, August 3rd, 4th, 5th, 2012, Dauphin, Manitoba. And that's one way to stay Ukrainian, my friends. Sponsored by Ukrainian Credit Union. Believe it or not, it's Ron Cahoot with Stay Ukrainian, my friends.
We're Cossack children of